Hi guys. So I've got a cool thing here. I had a student come in. He's 16 now. So this young man and his brother, they built a couple instruments. They started 3 years ago. And they were 13 when they started, And Charles made himself a bass. He made an Archtop bass. This top is actually, originally it was a fender top. I guess that's what I heard anyway. It was a piece that was left here that my dad had years ago. And my partner Ed told me that it was a top for a fender-made Diaquisto. We have a couple of them in here. And we turned one into a bass. So it's a big, thick, really thick body acoustic bass. I'm going to be putting a K&K pickup in it. There's my dog barking. People walking by likely. And it's kind of cool sounded. A problem I've always had with these acoustic basses, unless it's a stand-up bass with all that airspace inside it, they don't make much noise. They're really quiet. This one is actually fairly loud. It should be as much air as in it. Rings true, intonation's on. So we used an old bridge bass, and I made a new saddle for it. That's actually Purple Heart I used for the saddle. Found a simple but effective bass, Archtop bass tailpiece. So here's an old luthier secret. See how the binding has this little line, the dashed line in it? That's because when we cut this, that means when I cut this, cut it a little too deep. And the binding wasn't long, wasn't wide enough for the hole I cut. So I added that in there. It looks cool. It's subtle, but there we go. Put a nice cutaway in it. I did kind of a different way of doing the neck. You'll see there's two bolts holding the neck in from that direction. And you can see there's a little bit of gap in there, not much. He wanted a nice simple peg head, and so that's what we got. Real simple. Nice tuners though, Schallers with exposed gears. Sorry about the light behind me. It's cool looking. And like I said, it sounds pretty nice, I think. That's a walnut neck with a maple strip down the center. And because of the time and all the fooling around, the back itself is actually mahogany. But the rims, you can't tell from the color, but the rims are maple. So it's a mahogany back, maple rim, an arched top. That's actually a laminated top. But I think it's got a nice acoustic response. Sounds pretty good. I think it'll sound good when we put the pickup in it. And yeah, pretty proud of it. Happy night.